right. So this one's gonna be real brief. So what was I saying? Yeah, it's gonna be real brief. So welcome to a quick tea time with me, of course, Animus. No tea this time, unfortunately. Mainly because I just got back from class and a meeting and signing some stuff and talking to people. And now I just got back and I have to go to work in like 30 minutes. I still have homework to do and homework to do when I get back from work, so I don't really have time for tea, even though I really do want some nice fruity tea, something berry flavored. So I think I'll dig in my drawer later and find something berry flavored and make some tea for tonight as I do some homework after work and relax for a little bit. But in this quick tea time, it's just going to be another brief moment of me walking down the street. That's it. It's nothing special. I mean, a few extra things in there. I mean, I did go out. I've been craving a quesadilla. I've been craving a quesadilla for like a good all weekend, about a good 2-3 days. And I was talking to my friends after class, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting a quesadilla. I'm getting this quesadilla. I've been wanting this quesadilla all week. I'm going to get this quesadilla. So yeah, we all went out and got some food. Obviously, I had a super stacked quesadilla and a chocolate swirled pound cake with chocolate chips in it and an Italian soda. It's pretty damn good. I think two of us also got quesadillas, and then we met up with another group of friends, and yeah, we kind of just sat and talked as we waited. But that's basically that for the most part. Just, kicking it back with friends and trying to find some time because, school can be busy. Midterms are coming up. Everybody's thinking about that. So that's a thing. But also, we're getting close to the end of the primetime fall season, or the start, mainly the end. Most leaves have fallen, and some of them are still pretty green, so they'll fall later on. But now we're starting to see more dead trees, unfortunately, and less vibrantly colored trees. That's what I like to see. So I was walking back from everything, coming back home, and it's starting to get colder. I swear to God, like within a day, it just got like a lot colder. So it's definitely getting cooler outside, a little bit windier. I don't mind the wind. It's always a nice, refreshing feeling. I think it's pretty crazy. Like you can't really see wind unless it's like tornado, but you can always feel it. It's kind of like that idea of music. You can't touch it, but you can feel it. That's how I feel about wind. So like, it's this nice, crisp, breezy wind that's just hitting me and it's feeling good. It's just a nice windy day. But we've had some pretty gray looking skies recently because, well, it's fall season. It's about that time for us to get our rain. Oh boy. So it's getting a bit gray. But today it's actually a little bit sunny, which is kind of nice because, you get that nice sun break. It's something about like the fall sun where it's not like, super bright summer sun, but it's like, oh my God, there's sun. It's kind of like that. It's like, oh my God, there's sun type sun. So we have like that non-bright yet there because it has to be because that's how the world and sun and rotation works with astronomy and shit. Science, physics, I don't know. Point is, sun's up, it's shining, it's kind of nice because it's still pretty cool out. So you're not like feeling the heat like you would typically expect. The wind's blowing. I love it. So I have like two of like the greatest sensations for me personally. I love the feeling of wind that I can't see, but I can feel. And I have music. Another thing that I can't feel or see. I can't physically feel it, but I can feel it. There we go. That's the words. So I got two feelings at the same time. It's just like amazing. So, I'm just walking down the street, coming home, and, I'm just trying to enjoy like the last bits of fall. Because, once all the leaves are gone, that's it. It's no longer fall. It's just winter at that point. So until that last leaf drops, it's still fall. So I'm trying to enjoy it while I can. So, right now, again, there's still some pretty nice colors. And, with that wind blowing, you still have, like, the leaves falling as you're walking, and it just feels great. Because, I don't know, something about leaves falling when you're walking and just, like, watching them fall. I don't know what it is. But I don't know, you just have, like, this color just falling out this tree, hitting the ground, just sitting there. Just blowing through the wind, across your face, on the ground, in the sky. I don't know. It's just weird. It's one of those things you don't think about because sometimes you don't have to think about anything. You just have to let it be what it is and just enjoy what it is for what it is. Yeah, I feel like if you think about everything too much, you don't really think about what it is. You just don't think about things. I don't know. So for me, like I said, I'm just walking and enjoying it while I can before it's gone. Cause I was talking about an old friend, and that's gonna be the subject of the next video. I think I said that in the last one also, but the subject of friends, basically. Yeah. But anyway, I was talking about an old friend. I was talking about how like the wave hits, cause you know what the wave is. No, you don't. Maybe you do. You probably do. But essentially, it's like that season, typically fall season, where less sun, gray, cloudy, rainy, more of a depressing type of time. So it's like finding that little bit of a non-wave during a wave is nice. Because as I'm walking, it's still pretty cloudy out there, but it's like we're in the center of it, living like a bowl almost. So it's like cloudy all around, and you can see it out in the distance, which is kind of cool. Cause I don't know, something about seeing like those dark blue gray clouds out in the distance, knowing that's not hitting you yet, and you're just like, sweet, I'm safe. I got the sun. So it's like trippy. I don't know, clouds are cool. But anyway, I'm like looking out and I'm seeing like the storm clouds elsewhere. But I stick a ring around us, and we're just like in the sunlight in this bowl of hope of last bits of fall, and you're just like, enjoy it. Because when it's gone until summer basically, kind of spring, but mainly summer. So yeah, riding out the wave is what I'm doing here. Just riding out the wave. Nothing crazy, but again, just trying to enjoy the last bit of these leaves. There's still orange and red, still some green, all transitioning. Flowers are basically done with now. There's a few rose bushes that are still very vibrant, but for the most part, it's all gone. But two songs of the day, because I've been skipping out on it recently, and also there were two songs that were playing while I was walking, and it just like opens up your mind. I don't know, it's weird. Again, you can just feel it. So again, I'm like experiencing everything around me, like life as it is, fall, the things that I do like while it's still there, aka the temporary fall season, which is vibrant colors and leaves falling and shit, and the bits of sunlight. I'm experiencing and soaking that in, while like also clearly enjoying the music that's playing. And the music that's playing is just like hits you. That bass gets you. The song one, which is the first song that played, it's a really good song, was Pixel Empire by Maiden. Wonderful song. It's like one of those adventure songs, like you listen to it and you just feel like you're on an adventure. Like in your mind, you're just like elsewhere. You're just exploring. So like I have that feeling from that song as I'm like walking, as I'm quite literally walking and exploring everything around me. It's crazy cool. So it's like a double sensation. And I'm just like, this feels amazing. Cause I see color, and I think I explained this before. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I think I may have wrote it down. Like this idea of like everything around you has a sound, and every sound has a color or a picture. So like putting those both together is like PB and J. It's fucking amazing. Cause I'm seeing these colors, I'm watching these leaves fall, I'm feeling the wind, and to me, all of these feelings and sights are like they have a sound or a feeling. Obviously, I associate them with something, and at this point, I'm combining that with essentially what I'm listening to. So now I'm like listening to this music. If you ever like listen to music, like you're not doing anything at all. You're just listening to music and like close your eyes and it's like picture shit, Like music has color. It has picture. Every song is a scene. You know what I'm saying? Like every song is like a painting. So together as PB and J sandwich right now, and like the music is playing. I'm on this adventure while literally on an adventure, and I'm like watching things go by as I'm piecing it together and associating it with what I'm listening to while feeling it on its own. It's fucking amazing. Just melt, mind blown. The second song that played did the same thing. It's a bit more mellow until it amps up, and you're just like, holy shit! Like, if you ever watched that movie Ratatouille, great movie by the way. I fucking love it. One of my favorites. Like how he eats the food and closes his eyes, and like see all these like colors and shit, and they're all doing things in shapes. That's how I feel when I like listen to music and like walk on the street. Sounds weird, but it's whatever. But yeah, it's like that's how I felt. The second song I'm gonna point out here was it's called "Smiling" by East Coast. It's 10 minutes long, but it's so beautiful. It is such a beautiful song, and it takes you on this journey, this sense of adventure, this realm. Everything is its own. Every artist is like a realm. Every song is like a world, and you just visit these worlds in their universe and go on an adventure. It's what it is. It's a gateway. I don't know. It's just words. But yeah, definitely listen to those two songs and go for a walk. Highly advise it. Or if you can't go for a walk and don't want to, just, I don't know, find time to relax and just listen to it. Like that's it. Just listen to it. Don't think about anything else. Just listen to it. Don't even think about the song. Just listen to it. Speaking of walking, I did have a side subject. Side subject was like, you ever like walk down the street and like you're walking by somebody, or you're about to come across somebody, and like that intense moment of like, I don't want to look at them, so like you don't know what to do, because it's like weird, like you're not talking to them, you have music in, they have music in, nobody fucking cares. Like nobody, that's the thing, nobody cares. It doesn't matter, but it's just like, I find it weird sometimes, because like, yeah, I mean, it's hypocritical. I don't do it. Sometimes I think about doing it, but I'm just like, whatever. They don't know them. They don't know me. It's kind of weird. But it's like, why don't we just say hello? Why don't we just wave? Like, hey, how are you? Hello. Like, nobody does that. Instead, it's kind of like, you can see it on people's faces, and it's funny as fuck. Like, if you're ever walking by somebody, and it's just like you and them, or even a group, it doesn't matter. It's like you can see it on their face that they're trying so hard to focus on just like looking straight and away from you. It is fucking weird because like, dude, you're trying so hard not to look at me, and I'm kind of doing the same thing, but I'm like watching you do it, and it's so weird because it's just like at this point, you might as well go hop in front of a bus. Don't take that literally, but it's just weird because it's like, I mean, I hate eye contact. So I can see why, especially with a stranger down the street. But it's just like, I don't know. Like, it's weird because I don't do it. So it's like, how can I say it? But I don't know. I think my brain is just melting because I'm just like, why don't they just wave and say hello or do an awkward smile? I think even just an awkward smile and is better than just like trying so hard to focus on staying straight and not looking at them. It's like, bro, this is fucking, you're making this more awkward, Or like I've seen some people like find an alternative route. It's like, is there something on my face or my chest? Like I don't know what it is. I swear to God, I've seen people take like alternate routes. It's so fucking weird. I don't know. That's just a side note. Yeah. But anyway, that's basically it. I gotta do some quick study and go to work. Oh boy. Yeah. Next time I have some tea. Because next time I will actually have this planned out. Because I think I already have a subject. It's people and friends and connections. So I think I have some tea for that. Yes.